some would call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. UMass will kick off and will be underway. So much for the wet ball drill. He muffed it and it's loose. They got him for a safety, and there's a fine line between being aggressive and reckless, and he just ran right across it when he ran back into his own end zone. So the UMass Minutemen have the ball for the first time, and their offense will go to work. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And, Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, and these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks, David. This one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names, you know, brand versus brand, big-time baller versus big-time baller, trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
The Tide crowd rolling noise down onto Saban Field on third down. Blasted as he lets it go. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. UMass will line up to punt it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Here comes that Alabama offense. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together. Get some good mojo going.
Grab near the sticks. It's Horton. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Fires to the middle. And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. Flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
So after the flag, a fresh set of downs for the offense. It's 1st and 10. Throws for the tight end. Got him downfield. Brings him down at the 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a first down for this offense. New set of downs after the completion. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Got his man. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding I get the ball to my slot guy, he can make plays after it. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man. Just he catches the football and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he's got some wheels.
He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking for the score. And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score.
Well, that's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a window. Good pass defense.
You simply don't see that very often. A quarterback of this guy's caliber missing a guy wide open in the end zone. He makes those throws in his sleep.
A long way to go on 4th and goal. Looking downfield, it's Simpson.
score.
They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames and threaten them to run the football, be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Play action on first down. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Man, that's an impressive play. This dude is so dominant. And I'll tell you, we don't have enough time in this broadcast to list off all the great Alabama D linemen, especially in recent years. That play right there, that reminds me of a guy I played against back in the day, Cornelius Griffin, playing on the inside of Alabama's defensive line. You knew every single time you dropped back, you were going to have that guy in your lap. He was always pushing the pocket, and he was always collapsing it with his speed and athleticism in his first step. That last play right there reminds me of some of these great players we've seen in the Crimson Tide D-line here in recent years.
UMass will line up to punt it away. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Rain, sleet, snow, sun shining. I don't care. I get interceptions. Give me that rock.
They'll go back to work on offense. On the ground, it's Hood. Spins away from the defense. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Power football with the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. A veritable Crimson Tide of noise on Saban Field here on third down. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start.
False start on offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. To the air, it's Jordan. Throws to the tight end. Already find a hole in that secondary. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus. This offense capable of exploding at any moment. Now they're set up inside the 30 with a 1st and 10. Toss sweep to the left. Powers through the defender. Able to make the tackle, but not before he gets 5 yards down to the 21. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They go to the ground. They'll give him maybe 1 on the play. It's down to the 20. Big third down in the red zone, and this crowd is getting behind this defense. Wants to go up top. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. They're in field goal range here on 4th down, but they're going to keep this offense on the field.
And this offense put together a really good drive, man. Like, that was a good drive, but third down in the red zone when the field's...
A shot toward the end zone. Can't hook up on the long throw, and 4th down goes by the boards for this offense. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
This defensive coaching staff, they love their secondary, and they love the matchups they have. They believe they've got 5 guys at least back there that can cover one-on-one. You saw a great example of it there on third down, forcing the incompletion.
Man, if I'm the offensive line, I got to do a better job initially protecting my quarterback. And then once he scrambles out of that pocket, he starts to go to the left, I got to stick with the play because then he gets whacked at the end of the play. And instead of helping my quarterback up, I got to make sure I protect him a lot better moving forward.
3 straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. He uncorks one deep. Makes the grab, plenty for the first down. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. With jet sweep pass. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all right after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only...
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Unloads to the right. Oh, that slithered right through his fingers and would have been his 2nd interception of the game. Instead, it's 4th down. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. Throws to the wideout. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out. On the ground, it's good. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Looking to pass. It's Jordan. Under fire. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock it down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
You're on defense and you get to play outside linebacker. It's about as good as it gets, right? I get to rush the passer just like this and put him on the ground. Then I get to cover in space. I get to move all over the place. Great job by the outside linebacker. The most fun position to play in college football.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Sometimes the quarterback puts that zip on it, you can hear it. Sometimes he uses the lob wedge where it takes a little time to get there. That time, he used the lob wedge, and the defender came in and made the interception. Big play for this defense.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on 2nd down. Looking to the big tight end. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Oh, lack of concentration that time by the receiver. If he catches it, it's going to be a 1st down. You just have to look that ball in. Do what you do every single day in practice. In your sleep, that's a bad break for the offense early.
Fires to the wideout. Lets it slip right through his hands, and it'll be 4th down after the rare drop from this dude.
And I expect them after that incompletion to go for it here on fourth down again. I know they're in their own end of the field right now, but we talked to the coaching staff coming into this one. They said, we are going to be aggressive no matter what. We haven't seen the punter in this game yet for them, and I don't think you're going to see him here either.
And they are stopped on fourth down. That decision will be questioned. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Wrestled down at the 26. It's a gain of 4.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. The Tide crowd roaring noise down onto Saban Field on third down. Looking for space. It's good. He did not make it. A stone wall on third down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. And here comes the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And the try is no good. And guys, they miss a chance to stretch the lead. It's still sitting on a 2. Here comes that Alabama offense. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time David sort of curbs, turning it on. 40, the 20. Touchdown, Bama. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. When that receiver got 3, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. And now the offense will come onto the field again. A quick pass to the left. Flying out to the left. He's at the 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, UMass.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He'll get rid of it. And they won't make the connection going for the big play. This is a hard game and a hard position to play. But if you're the starter at this level, you cannot miss that throw.
No, you can't. And they don't miss that very often. I mean, those are the throws that usually some big plays on. The receiver gets a step, gets open. That's not one that they usually miss.
I know this offense has gone for it a couple times early in this game on fourth down, guys, but with this field position, I'd be surprised if they decided not to punt.
Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. Dances away to buy time. Takes a hit as he fires. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Nice job by the quarterback trying to buy time and scrambling to the right, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Leaves it with the back. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
Really nice job by the defense that time, getting a stop. They've been really good so far in this one, shutting this guy down, not letting him break out. You've got the lead. It's tight, though. And you know the opponent is going to keep trying to run it. So can you keep this up here in the second half on defense? That's the question.
Back to pass, it's Simpson. Swings it out to his running back. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a third down stop. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called.
Timeout, Alabama.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. Unloads to the wideout. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. A bold decision to go for it on fourth down, and one that did not pay off. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
They'll send the back in motion. Wants to go up top. Caught over the middle. It's Dowling. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone. Make them execute and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. Ask them to see if they try it again. They try to pop a run on the draw. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He is stopped right at the 21-yard line, and now it'll be fourth down and decision time. And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. It is good. The lead now 5 here in the second. So they are lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. Here's the return from inside his 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Back to throw, it's Simpson. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And for a defense, it's not always about sacks, but sometimes it's about getting that quarterback off his spot where he feels very comfortable, and they get him flushed outside of the pocket, and good perimeter defense. He rolls to the right. Everybody's...
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Rolling on the run. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on third down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
The UMass offense returns to the field. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake. It's a fumble on the play. Ball bounced right to him, and he's on the move. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Minuteman! Quick timeout. The defense there trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
And that's not how you draw it up, but how about the offense and the awareness? You see the ball out, forget jumping on it. I'm going to pick that puppy up. I'm going to take it to the house. The OC, great call on that one, buddy, because it worked to perfection.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. On the move from inside his 5. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. Here comes that Alabama offense. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be...
There he goes! He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
To throw, it's Simpson. Here's the pressure. Hit as he throws. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Man, the defense smells blood in the water. You can tell. They're getting to this quarterback over and over and over. They've already sacked him a couple times. They're just winning up front. They almost got another sack on that last play.
Alabama with a ton of ground to cover on this 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll take the deep shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just tripped.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
On 4th down, looking to pass. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
And I don't know how to explain that one. 4th down and long, the percentages are low anyways, and on your side of the field, that is not the way I want to create momentum or start my first half. I'm not sure what they were thinking on offense.
Off the play fake on 1st down. Keeps it and gets past the chains.
Well, he does a really nice job buying time, and I love the awareness there, understanding no one's open downfield, knowing where the sticks are, and he's able to use his athleticism to get that 1st down.
On the run, it's good. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. UMass comes to the line, facing 2nd and short. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on 3rd down. Looks as if he has enough to move the chains. It'll be a 1st down UMass. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Good quickness to grab it off the bounce. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. The give to the back. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Leaves it with the running back. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And that lead grows even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Going downfield for the big play. Snags it down the right side. The sophomore making a big play and hauling in that pass. This guy is special, and Alabama's had a lot of them. Devontae Smith, Jalen Waddle, Jerry Jeudy, who could make a huge play at the drop of a hat.
Yeah, big plays down the field, you get it to him, you know it could be a home run anytime he touches it. When you start mentioning those names, it just shows you the explosive nature. Everybody you mentioned, you know they can run right by you and hit those home runs, and so far, he's making some big plays in this ballgame.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Fires to the middle. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy...
They got him for the sack, and they'll get the ball back after the 4th down stop.
Well, I knew the coach was confident in his offense. I did not know he was that confident.
What a game we have coming up here. A top 10 team perhaps walking right into a trap. As any fan of college football knows, when you go on the road, you never know what you might run into. Welcome, everyone, to Huntington, West Virginia, Jones C. Edwards Stadium, home of the Marshall Thundering Herd. As we'll see, the number 10 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on a team from the Sun Belt, the Marshall Thundering Herd. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. On the run from inside his own 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. So the Alabama Crimson Tide offense will take the field for the first possession of this game. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week...
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. Right down the middle. And the timing just a hair off.
Quarterback there just trying to go to his primary target, and they're just not on the same page.
The Crimson Tide a long, long way from the line to gain here on third down. That's caught. It's Horton. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. The one thing that can derail this offense, a bunch of 3-and-outs. They won't do that here, but he's got it in more than enough for a first down. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. The Tide with the 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Oh, do you just hate to see it? Blew the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Thundering Herd offense takes the field. It's our first look at them in this one. Defense showing blitz, trying to rattle this quarterback. Give to the running back. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Pulls it in. It's Norton. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Last completion got them a first down. Let's see what they do now. He'll keep it himself. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. To the air on first down. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. One of the mantras of the Crimson Tide is they want to make your rear end quit. And that defensive line can certainly do that.
Big, physical. You've seen all these guys up front. They're strong at the point of attack, and they make you earn everything you get. And the athleticism when they get you in passing situations and they know you're going to pass, they're going to come after your quarterback.
The Thundering Herd faces a 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds a man on the left. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. They'll throw it from the red zone. Got his man on the right. Touchdown, Thundering Herd! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Extra point here will give them the lead.
And I love the decision by the quarterback, finding his playmaker, getting him the football quickly so that he can make something happen after the play and get 6.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. These two teams swapping early scores, and they'll try to move back on top. Intercepted, and the defense